Hello students, welcome to my channel. So today I am going to explain you a poem from the 7th standard CBSE board, The Rebel, composed by DJ Enright. Okay, so before explaining the poem, let me tell you the real meaning of the word rebel. So a rebel is a person who rises in opposition or armed resistance against an established government, leader or any authority. So rise in opposition means to defend or to oppose, and authority means somebody who holds some power. So a rebel kind of person always oppose or defend against a person who holds some power. That person can be any established government, leader or your teacher, parents or principal. That means a person who holds some power. So what are their qualities? One who does not follow any rules. That means rebel does not follow the rules which are made by some other person. They make their own rules. One who hates authoritative figures. That means they usually hate those kinds of people who have got some power. And one who loves to follow a different path. That means a person always choose a different direction. They never follow what other persons are doing. Okay. So now let us see the poem. So as you can see, before starting the poem, as you can see here, do you know anyone who always disagree with you or your friends, or likes to do the opposite of what everyone thinks they should do? So do you know anybody like that in your class maybe, or in your neighborhood maybe? So if you know that any kind of friend of yours who is just like a rebel, then you can mention me in my comment section. So now let us start the poem. As you can see, the poem, in this poem there are no stanza, but here two lines are there. So I thought to explain you in two lines only. Okay. So the first two lines: when everybody has short hair, the rebel let his hair grow long. That means in these lines, actually the poet expresses the attitude of a rebel. That means when everybody keeps short and uniform hair, or you can say same hair, the rebel grows his hair long knowingly. And this he does for the fact he wants to look different from others. As I said, they always choose the different path. When everybody has long hair, the rebel cut his hair short. That means in these lines, the poet says that the rebel goes against the custom and tradition of the society. When the rest of the society grows long hair, the rebel cuts his hair short. And this he does just to have a difference from others. Okay? When everybody talks during the lesson, the rebel does not say a word. So, in these lines, the poet expresses the thought: when every member of the society talks during a lesson or meeting, the rebel keeps silent because he wants to be prominent. Okay? When everybody wears a uniform, the rebel dresses in fantastic clothes. That means these lines shows a different position of a rebel. When every person of the society wears simple and uniform clothes, the rebel uses strange and some odd clothes. He wants to look distinguished from others. See, their nature is always to look different from others. Okay? Here fantastic clothes means something very fancy, or you can say something which is unbelievable. Okay? Now, when everybody wears fantastic clothes, the rebel dresses soberly. So, here it means in these lines, the poet says when all other members of the society use some strange clothes, the rebel dresses himself very seriously and soberly. That means in a very simple clothes. When others will wear something odd or something very fantastic, at that time he will wear something very normal and simple, just the opposite. Now, in the company of dog lovers, the rebel expresses a preference for cats. That means in this line, the poet expresses his idea of a rebel. If some people have dogs as a pet animals, the rebel talks about the usefulness of cats. He prefers cats to dogs. So when people love dog, then he will express his preference for cats. Again, just the opposite. In the company of cat lovers, the rebel puts in a good word for dogs. That means if a rebel is in a company here means a group of people. Okay. So, if a rebel is in company of those people who love cats, he prefers dogs to cats. He wants to look different at all costs, as you can see here. So he's not following what others are doing. He's always try to make himself a prominent one and a different one from the others. Okay, now let's move to the next two lines. When everybody is praising the sun, the rebel remarks on the need for rain. That means the poet says, if people require the sunlight and praise the sun, the rebel is against them. He says that sun is not required, there is need for rain. So when everybody is telling, yes, today is such a sunny day, everybody is praising that, at that moment only he will say, no, he wants rain at that time. When everybody is greeting the rain, the rebel regrets the absence of sun. That means when everybody of the society welcomes and requires rain, the rebel says something about the sun. He feels sorry for the absence of sun. According to him, there is need for the sunlight at that particular moment. When everybody is praising for rain, everybody is happy, greeting the rain, welcoming the rain, at that moment only he will feel sorry for the absence of the sun, because at that moment only there is a need for the sunlight for him. When everybody goes to the meeting, the rebel stays at home and read a book. That means when every members of the society goes to some gathering or for attending the meeting, the rebel will stay at home and keep himself busy, maybe by reading a book in indoor only. So when everybody is going out, he would like to stay at home, or maybe he like to read a book. And when everybody stays at home and reads a book, the rebel goes to the meeting. That means when everybody of this society stays at home reading a book, the rebel tries to find some crowd of the people and wants to attend to them. So generally on Sundays we enjoy family time, we would like to stay at home, but at that time only he will feel like to go outside or to meet or to go for a meeting. Okay, when everybody says yes please, the rebel says no thank you. That means when every person asks for something, the rebel rejects the same with thanks, because he is a person quite different from others. And when everybody says no thank you, the rebel says yes please. So when everybody in the society in this poem does not like or does not receive anything, says thank you. For that, the rebel on purpose requires that thing and asks for it. That means when everybody is saying that yes please, they want that particular thing, but that time only the rebel will say no, I don't want. But when everybody will say no, I don't want that particular thing, then the rebel will say yes please, because at that time only he want that particular thing. Just the opposite, whatever others are doing, he is just doing that the opposite thing. So it is a very good that we have rebels. you may not find it very good to be one. So in this line, the poet concludes that it is very good that we have social rebels in the society. But naturally, it is not good to become a social rebel. The poet further suggests that if we already have the social rebels, we should tolerate them, because without them, life will become monotonous, or you can say boring and little bit dull. So in a group, if in your friends group also, if one person is a rebel kind of person, then only you will feel that yes, something is going on. Or if all persons are same in nature, then what will happen? It will become sometime quite monotonous and it can be quite boring. Okay, I hope that you have understood the poem. So in my comment section, please mention whether you have understood or not. Any doubt is there, you can ask me also. I will clear your doubt. And in comment section, you can mention the lesson name which you want me to explain. So thank you for watching the video. Stay safe and take care.